Cartey City Expats Club is a non-profit social organisation and our speakers are volunteers. The club as such assumes no responsibility or liability for the professional reputation of or the quality of services provided by the speaker today.
Now today we are really privileged because Ron Cartey, who has given some unbelievably fantastic talks in the past, is giving another talk, and he is a world-class speaker, and I cannot believe the amount of time and creativity and sheer beauty he puts into his PowerPoint slides. It's like Ron is with us, really is a world-class speaker. Unbelievable PowerPoints. Come on up, Ron. Thank you for gracing us. Yay! Go crazy, go crazy, yay! Good on you, mate.
Cost me a lot of money, that did. All right.
Fist bump, Tom. Fist bump.
Oh, fist bump. I thought you said piss off. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was very so. Okay, so good morning, everyone. Oh, okay. Good to be back again. So I was going to do an introduction of myself, but I can't really compete with that. But listen, first off, I am the replacement speaker. All right. For those of you that don't know me, I'm not sure about the international acclaim that I've got, but thank you very much for coming. Cheer up, everybody. It's going to get worse. I warn you now. All right. Now, look, for those that don't know me, I do regular talks. My last talk was about, look, every talk I do is really aimed at somehow helping everybody either improve their lives or really be comfortable in their body as we get older. That's really what most of my talks are about, okay? My last talk was about looking inward. These are the things I looked at. Number one, it was all about openness. Number one, being open to what's around us. I know a lot of us, I spoke about the sunrise. I mean, I'm going to ask a rhetorical question, but when was the last time you got up at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning and went down to the beach and watched the sunrise? Yesterday, I know one or two, but this is, and so there's all of this going on that so many people miss. Let me ask a question. How many of us know that a lot of expats, they come to Thailand and they start off happy, and then bit by bit, the quality of their life slowly disappears? Do you know that? There's a big problem with suicides amongst expats and things like that. So that's really what it is. So that's what I spoke about. Now, before I get on to the content of this talk, I have a really important announcement to make. Right? This is very, very important. It comes from here. And I would like to say, please, that Arsenal are now the champions of England. Please give them a hand. Go clap. Clap. Thank you. Thank you. As a lifelong Arsenal fan, this is very, very important. I come from Highbury Corner. I'm a 35-year-old Arsenal fan. So thank you very much for that. But bloody brilliant, okay? Anyway, let's move back. Can I come back again? Thank you. So that's why I spoke. And then I spoke about having an open mind. I was just having a conversation with a colleague over there about a lot of people have closed minds. You know, they just take on, life's changing. Things are changing all the time. And a lot of people have closed minds. So I spoke about having an open mind and then also about open heart. This is something I learned from living in Thailand. I learned that people have hearts. Animals have hearts. Be kind and gentle to other people. And a lot of people are a little bit selfish. They live their life and don't worry about others. So that was the purpose of my last talk. And then to keep me happy, I'm always looking for something to talk about, just in case Ren needs another speaker. And then what happened, is on Facebook and things like that, or YouTube, you get videos pop up. And this video pops up of this international, really, artist, right, who sung this song that really moved me. And I thought I can use this as a content for my next talk. So I'd like to really play this video. It's about 15 minutes long. No, I'm only joking, right? But it really touched me. And the manner in which the artist delivered it really touched me here. So let's have a look at what it is. And it's about looking inwards and assessing. And it's all about we're just passing through time. little bit of sound, please. Look at him. Look at him. The manner in which he sings. A little bit of volume, please. Look, it touched me here. The quality, the content and the delivery, it's there.
I've had good days, had a few slip away, had a few things work out a different way. But you live long enough, and your seed's true.
Are you ready?
The things worth keeping take time to come through. We're just passing through time, like the wind through the pines. Just small little pieces in a bigger design. The older I get, the more that I know. There ain't nothing wrong with being another day old.
And I'm going to cover this more in a minute. Can you feel the music going in there? Our hearts are nice. Look. Are you ready again? Volume up again now.
There's a long stretch of road and a sky full of blue, and the radio playing that worn out tune. Used to drive like I had somewhere better to go. Now I just let the miles roll easy and slow. I used to think youth was the place to stay. Like the best of life might fade away. But the older I get, the more it shows. Not everyone gets the chance to grow.
Interesting point.
We're just passing through time, like the wind through the pines. Just small little pieces in a bigger design. The older I get, the more that I know. There ain't nothing wrong with being another.
I say that because a lot of people suffer from getting older.
I won't take it for granted. I won't forget my
Good message here.
I'll move on forward and I'll make it last. Time don't stop and it don't rewind. But around every corner,
See, there's something more to find around the corner. You ready now?
We're just passing through time, like the wind through the pines. Just small little pieces in a bigger design. The older I get, the more that I know. There ain't nothing wrong with being another day old.
You can feel it wafting over you. Such a nice feeling. But I'm looking at the faces. Give him a clap. I mean, masterful, masterful, right? Masterful. And when I heard that, I thought I had to do it. But there's some interesting messages there, okay? Number one, there's nothing wrong with being another day old. You know, look, we meet so many people, and so often I bump into people that say, shit, I'm old today. Like it's a problem. They moan about being old. That's part of living, all right? Another day older always gives us a chance to improve. Maybe not improve our fitness, but there are other things we can improve throughout life. And let me just qualify this. Being old is classified as 60 or 65 years old. So this really will apply to most people in the room. A lot of people, it's funny, when you're young, being old is 60, is that right? As you move on yourself, being old is like 80 or 90, all right? But it's not. This qualifies for almost everybody in the room, what we're talking about, right? It's another chance to improve. So number one, there's nothing wrong with being another day old. The second lesson is this: time don't stop. It does, no matter what you do, it doesn't rewind. It's moving forward. Look at this. Right? You can't reset your clock, but you can reset your direction. And a lot of people are just stuck because they don't give any thought. Then they sit and suffer and really miss out on all the joys of life that getting a little bit older can bring. So key lesson number 2 is time doesn't stop. It does rewind. And probably the most important lesson is this. Not everybody gets the chance. Hey, how many of us have got friends that are no longer with us? That maybe if they spent a little bit more time looking at themselves and what they could do to improve things, not drastically, maybe they'd still be here. But growing old is a blessing. Don't waste it. So that's really what this talk is about. How to move forward, not in a dramatic way, to make sure that whatever years we've got left, we can make the most of. Rather than being like some people now sitting in condos, don't know what to do, not been out for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You see them, maybe they slip out for a beer in a bar and then crawl back again. And that's not for everybody. So I'm going to share some ideas on how but nothing drastic. Nothing drastic. I'm not going to be talking about going to the gym and working out every day. That's not what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about the commonest elements that stop us growing old and enjoying life amongst the elderly. And remember, the elderly qualifies from 60 to 65 onwards. So that covers everybody in the room. And I'm going to look at, we're going to be looking about the difference between habits and addictions. And I know I've spoken about this briefly before, but these are the things that impact our lives and how we live our life, okay? And we're going to look at the differences between, I'll start off with a habit. Look, we all know what habits are. Habits or routines, call them what you will, are things that we do every day, as it says up there, like brushing our teeth, combing out. I notice I don't even need a mirror to shave, you know that? I know exactly what I'm going to do every day. So these are habits that we do automatically, okay? No harm there, okay? It's a repeated behavior. An addiction is different. An addiction is something we do, very little control, that often can really harm us, okay? And what does it say there? The brain gets used to it and craves more. So I'm going to run through various things. Now I would like everybody to look at what they do, whether it's good or bad. Is it a habit or an addiction? And then whatever it is, we can make the necessary changes if we feel it's important, okay? So next one, look at this. This is the difference. 3 elements: control, impact, and dependence. And I'm talking from here. Everything I'm going to cover, I've been there. So, number 1, a habit is something you can control, okay? You might be doing something automatic now, but it's relatively easy to break a habit and come out of it. Addiction is harder to stop because there's this craving. The body, the mind needs it. So the first thing is control. The second one is impact. A habit has very little impact on our body, but addiction can affect everything. I'm not even sure what it says up there, but relationships, responsibilities. I mean, how many of us, and I'm going to talk about, somehow have a look at people that we work with, that we know, that maybe we think have got addictions. They don't know it. Maybe we can help them. But also at the same time, look internally. Maybe some of the things we do, are they habits? Or are we addicted to doing it? Because if it's an addiction, there's internal damage. Then, of course, we've got this, dependence. I've been there. Addicts are dependent. They need it. Okay? So I'm going to run through a number of things, and we can all look internally. Do I do this because I need it, because I crave it, or because it's just a habit? And once we come across that, we can then make a decision. Do we want to eliminate that addiction or change that habit or whatever? Okay, so the habit, look at this. It's easier to break. So cheer up, everybody. It's going to get worse. It's going to get more miserable, I tell you now. Okay, so look at this. Right? Habits begin with a choice, but can morph into an addiction. That's how most addicts start, okay? And so I'm going to run through, right, really the top 10 commonest habits or addictions amongst the elderly, right? And let me just qualify, elderly doesn't mean 80 or 90 years old. It's from 60, 65 onwards. We're going to run through them. And we'll just have a look at them. And then as a question, just ask ourselves, does this affect me? Is it a habit or is it addiction? If it's a habit, I can change it. If it's an addiction, Maybe I need help. Okay. Or a friend may need help. Okay. So let's have a look at the first one, drinking. I know this one. Those of you that know me, I haven't had a drink now for 40 years. I was addicted. Alcoholic. Okay. So how many of us addiction? Let's have a look at this.
Alcohol, one of the most socially accepted drugs in human history. A clear liquid in a glass, shared at dinners, parties, and quiet nights at home, yet powerful enough to rewire mood, memory, and long-term health. Each time you drink, alcohol passes through the stomach and small intestine and moves quickly into the bloodstream. From there, it reaches the brain. It slows communication between nerve cells, dampening inhibition, loosening speech, and softening the sharp edges of stress and self-awareness. You feel relaxed, more confident, less guarded, but its most important effects are far quieter. Because alcohol doesn't just change behavior for a night. It changes the chemistry that behavior depends on. The liver works constantly to break alcohol down, turning a toxin into compounds the body can remove. With repeated heavy use, this filtering system becomes inflamed and scarred, making it harder to process not just alcohol, but everything else you consume. In the brain, reward pathways adapt. Moments of celebration, relief, and escape start to feel incomplete without a drink. Over time, the line between I want it and I need it begins to blur. Sleep is affected. Hormones shift. The gut, heart, and immune system quietly absorb the strain. So alcohol isn't just a social habit or a weekend detail. It's a psychoactive drug that can reshape how the body copes with emotion and stress, one glass at a time.
Interesting, eh? And that's a big problem here in Thailand, okay? And look at this, it's most widespread amongst the elderly, especially here, okay? Drinking starts socially, and then I'm going to cover this again later, often dismissed as, don't worry, I'm just having a few drinks in the evening, okay? But in reality, it's addiction. Can I escape it? Number 2, eating. Big problem. Okay, a couple of people patting each other on the back there, but never mind. Okay, yeah, look at this. Okay, this into okay.
Why is British food shit? Why is British food shit? I think it's pretty good. It depends where you go, sir. Where have you been to? Where were you in London? You've never been? No. Well, I mean, we've got Jamie Oliver, and we've got Gordon Ramsay, and we've got Heston Blumenthal, some of the greatest Michelin-starred chefs in the world. You've got, of course, you've got your own. You've got Ronald McDonald and Wendy, and the Burger King, which I think goes some way towards explaining why you're such a fat cunt.
It's true, though. It's true.
It's all right. He's taken that on the chins.
That is true. Okay, let me go. Okay. But look, emotional eating. And again, I've been there, and I'm sure most people here have. Emotional eating. You know, sitting at home, nothing to do, chomp, 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 chomp. Okay? Often rationalised as treating myself or keeping my strength up, but it can be and is a problem for many people. What's the next one? Technology. This is another interesting one. Okay? Internet or smartphone overuse.
Scientists warn that long-term exposure to mobile phone radiation may increase the risk of brain cell damage and potentially contribute to tumor formation. Studies suggest electromagnetic waves can affect brain tissue, though research is ongoing to confirm the full extent of the danger.
Okay, look at this. Endless scrolling or TV marathons replace interaction and activity. I mean, how many of us know people like that? And if the truth be told, how many of us sitting in your chair is like that? Because you see people waking up straight on the phone. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. So that's a habit or addiction. This is one thing I learned. I never realized how addicted I was to my phone till it broke. My phone broke down. And really, it took me a while. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later, but it took me a while to get used to not using it. And it's surprising what you can do without bloody picking the phone up every 2 minutes, okay? Next one, medication. All right, here we go.
Have you ever wondered, when you take a pill, how does it know where the pain is? How does a headache go away? How does burning stop? How do cough, cold, and fever slowly get better? How does such a small pill work in the exact right place? The truth is, the pill doesn't actually know where the pain is. When you swallow medicine, it goes into your stomach. After dissolving, it enters your bloodstream.
All around the body.
Your blood carries it throughout your entire body, like a delivery system. But medicine doesn't search for pain. It works on specific chemicals and receptors inside your body.
It buggers your whole
Pain,
body up.
inflammation, and fever are caused by chemical signals. Medicine blocks those signals or reduces the chemicals that create them. That's why headaches fade. Stomach pain calms down. Cough and fever improve. The medicine travels everywhere, but it only works where the problem exists. It's not magic. It's your body's intelligent chemistry at work.
But it also buggers your body up. Okay, look, painkillers, sedatives, sleep aids. People become addicted to them. Take them whether they need them or not. They just get used to it. So the question is it a habit or is it an addiction that I'm part of? So that's number 4. Number 5, smoking. Look at this one.
Hi, I'm Cigarette. You think I relax you? Wait till you see what I brought for you.
Whee! I love sliding down here. I'm leaving a little souvenir called tar.
Pink is so boring. Let's paint it black. Much better, don't you think?
And again, I used to
Why are you
smoke.
coughing?
I've smoked now for 40
I'm
years.
just giving you a tight hug forever. Job done. You look breathtakingly dead. Who's next?
Now, it's interesting. I've got friends now who are currently ill, round about the same age of mine, were smoking right up until the time they're ill, and in between illness are still puffing away. Work that one out. Okay, look at this, lifelong habit. And then interesting, moving on to vaping, just as bad. And a lot of people do that. Say, no, I'm vaping now. And so that's the answer. So that's habit number 5. Okay, most widespread. And then we'll have a look at the other ones. Not as common amongst the elderly, but still here. Okay, gambling is another one. Okay, and again, I know about this because for many years I worked in the Curzon Casino as a roulette dealer. And you can see people gambling. You go to any of the casinos in Cambodia or Philippines, people there gambling, addicted. And I know a lot of expats here go abroad to gamble, not to sit on the beach, to gamble. So that's one here. Then we've got addiction, drugs. Right, another one. Now, again, I'm lucky on this one. I escaped as a hippie, hand up. I used to take drugs, but I escaped that one. Not quite sure how, but that's a big one as well. Another one is sex. More for the 60-year-old than the 90-year-old. All right, but you hear people. You hear so many expats bragging to their mates. Oh, last night I did this and last night I did that and blah, 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 blah. So is it a habit or is it an addiction? I know some, and it's funny. I remember one talk I did a little while ago. Somebody actually stood up and said, what about sex as an addiction? And admitted to it. So sex can be an addiction as well. Right. Number 9, shopping. Not just for women or ladies. I know men. Look at what I've just bought. And I've been through this one as well. In my younger days, look what I bought, the watch, the tie, the car, the this, shopping as an addiction. Not because you want it or need it, but because it shows other people what you can do. And then, of course, we've got attention. I think that moves to the sex one as well. That's a double one. That's called a double whammy. Right? And then, of course, we've got attention, which really brings us back to, the soldier thing. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at who I am. Look at what I'm doing. Interesting, eh? And a lot of people are addicted to this. So these are the 10 addictions, right? Cheer up, everybody. We didn't say this was going to be enjoyable, but it's revealing. Okay, so understanding the traps. Alcohol, just the evening drink. And I've got friends here. I say, are you drinking again? You say, yeah, just a couple, just an evening one. Right? But they're there every day. food and comfort, eat, technology and food. That's a big one. Prescription, medication, nicotine, gambling, drugs, sex. Look, self-confidence building, confirming retained virility. Happens a lot. And then, of course, we've got shopping and validation seeking, hunger for approval. Look at me. Look at what I'm doing. Look at what I've done. So they're the hidden addictions. Okay, so important message.
When you're old, stop. Listen carefully. One day, your body will say, enough. And in that moment, everything you ignored will speak. You think it will be your children? They'll have their own lives,
that applies
their
to
own
Europeans.
problems, their own weight to carry. Your partner? Words don't lift bodies at midnight. Love feels different when exhaustion becomes routine. The system? A pension? No one is coming to rescue you. So who remains? You. Only you. We were taught a lie. Give everything to others, and life will give it back. No. Life returns only what you built for yourself. Old age doesn't reward sacrifice. It respects preparation. What will take care of you is what you do today.
What you do today.
Eat, how you move, what you allow your mind to believe. Every shortcut becomes a debt. Every excuse becomes a consequence. Old age doesn't start at 70. It starts the day you stop taking care of yourself. You gave enough. You carried enough. You waited long enough. There is no later. There is only now. Walk, move, eat like your life depends on it, because it does. Protect your energy. Walk away from what drains you. Learn to be alone without feeling empty, because in the end, you are the only person who will never leave. And here comes the most important part. Putting yourself first isn't selfish. It's survival. If you fall, no one will carry you. So build strength now, build health now, build a life that can hold you when everything else fades. You first, always you. Today, you.
Interesting, eh? Today, you. Okay, so we're going to have a look at a couple of things now, okay, because at the end of the day, the person in your chair is responsible for you. That's the end of the day. Now, I know in Asia it's a little bit different. The children look after the parents. That's part of their culture. But the majority of us in the room are not Asians. Right? We've got children. They grow up, they go. They've got their own lives. At the end of the day, you are you. You're responsible for you. So let's have a look at the key points. So number one, recognize the signs. These are some of the excuses or rationalizations for addictions or habits or whatever. Okay, so look, addiction thrives on denial. This is interesting. Okay, and as we go through this relatively quickly, just think about friends we've got that really do this, or worse ways, we say it to ourselves, so friends. Okay, so look, self-denial. I can stop any. And how many times you hear people say that? Not a problem. I can stop. Okay, delays the action, but really it's there. Another one is minimalizing. Helps me focus on social. Right, reframes the situation. And I know that we've all heard friends, or maybe us, say these things. Another one here, blaming. If you had my problem, you really don't know what I've been through, really. As though everybody else has had easy lives. There's not one of us in this room had an easy life. We've been up and down, round, bashed, beaten. Everybody goes through. That's called living. But a lot of people say this just to deny. Look, protects vulnerability with emotional distance. There's another one. At least I'm not an alkie or a junkie like George or Fred are over there. What they do is up to them. You are responsible for you. Is that right? Okay, what else? False logic. Again, if I had a problem, I'd know it. Now, I remember when I was an alcoholic, and I'm an out alcoholic. I never knew it. Oh, all of these excuses, I would say. Same with smoking. For 40 years, I packed up smoking when I was about 40. Having smoked from about 15, as we know, our age, smoking was part of it. Okay? Could never admit there was an addiction. What else we got? Emotional defense. I don't want to talk about it, please. When you hear people come up with that, look, just forget it for now. Is that right? That's another one. Okay? So denial is not dishonesty. This is important. It's called self-protection. And so, again, if we've got people that we see and we know, try and help them. Okay, at the end of the day, they're responsible for themselves, same as we're all responsible for ourselves. So let's have a look. I'm just going to go over this again, just highlighting some things are not good for us. Okay, and some things we funnel into our bodies can cause harm. So,
cigarettes. I poison your lungs every drag. Smoke me too much and I destroy your breath forever. I'm alcohol. I poison your liver with every shot. Keep drinking me and I destroy your body slowly. I'm cigarette smoke. I coat your lungs in tar and poison. Breathe me in and I destroy your air sacs forever. I'm prescription opioids. I numb your pain and take over your brain. Use me too much and I destroy your breath and your life. I'm hard drugs. I hijack your brain and your life. One hit and I destroy your future forever. I'm energy drinks. I jolt your heart and veins. Drink me too much and I destroy your rhythm and your heart. I'm flavored vape. I fill your lungs with poison. Use me and I destroy your breath fast. I'm sleeping pills. I slow your brain and control your body. Use me too much and I destroy your mind.
So, and we all know people that do some of these, if not all of them. Maybe somebody here does the same. So these things are not good for you. So let's have a look now at things that are good for you. All right. And so let's have a look now. Oh, we'll start with this one. This is an interesting one. This gentleman's got a good point of view here.
What's your secret for a long, happy life?
I smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day. I also drink a case of whiskey a week, eat fatty foods, and never exercise.
That's amazing. How old are you?
26.
It's true. It's true. All of this stuff kills you. At the end of the day, you don't have to go to the gym or do running or whatever it is. It's what you put in here. Just giving it a little bit of thought and being a little bit careful about what we put into our body. Okay, so let's have a look at what to do. Now, I'm not going to talk about what you should drink, what's good, what's bad. What we're going to show you now is whatever we're eating now and drinking, are we eating and drinking it in the right manner? Listen to this.
You drink us every single day, and every single day you make the same mistake with every one of us. Tonight we fix all of it permanently.
I am Smoothie. Never drink me fast. Sip me slowly so your digestive enzymes activate properly. Drinking me fast spikes your blood sugar as badly as soda.
I am Coffee. Never drink me on an empty stomach.
Interesting.
I spike your cortisol and stomach acid with nothing to absorb it. Always eat something first.
I am Water. Never drink me ice cold with meals.
Interesting.
Cold water solidifies the fat in your food and slows your digestion for hours after eating.
I am Milk. Never drink me with your iron supplement. Calcium blocks iron absorption almost completely. Take iron supplements with water only, 2 hours away from me.
I am Green Tea. Never add milk to me. Milk proteins bind to my catechols and block every single antioxidant from entering your bloodstream completely. I am Orange Juice. Never brush your teeth right after drinking me. My acid softens your enamel for 30 minutes. Brushing immediately scrubs your enamel permanently away.
I am Lemon Water. Never make me with water. Heat destroys my vitamin C completely within seconds. Lukewarm water only always preserves everything I offer you.
See, interesting. See, we all drink those. It's not whether it's good or bad. It's how we are drinking it can either make it work or not. So that's about drinking. What about eating? What about food?
We are not the same! Stop eating us the wrong way! Your habits are ruining your health!
I'm dessert! Stop eating me every day! I'm a treat, not a habit. I'm noodles! Stop eating me late night! Heavy meals disturb sleep! I'm rice! Stop overeating me! Portion control matters! I'm salad! Stop drowning me in dressing! You ruin my benefits! I'm fast food! Stop eating me daily! I'm occasional, not routine! I'm breakfast! Stop skipping me! I give your body energy! I'm lunch! Stop eating too fast! Slow eating helps digestion! I'm dinner! Stop eating me late at night! That ruins your metabolism!
Interesting. See, it's not don't eat this, it's just how we eat it or when we eat it. One of the things I found on the last one was drinking cold water as you eat. It solidifies the fat. I never knew that. So I thought that was good. So that's eat good. And then 3, let's have a look at good input. Okay. And this is not, we're not going to be talking about health foods and things like that, just good input now. Okay.
Top 10 supplements that will transform your body in 30 days.
Stop ignoring what actually works.
I'm collagen. Clicking joints, sagging skin, hair falling out. Add me to your morning coffee. Watch everything tighten up. I'm vitamin D3. You live with constant fatigue, bad mood, and weak bones. That's you without me. 1 pill a day changes everything. Start today.
I'm vitamin B12. Tired all day and coffee isn't working? 1 daily dose and the energy comes back. Brain fog lifts like flipping a switch.
What?
I'm fish oil. Yeah, I smell a little, but people love me anyway. One of the top selling capsules in the world. Morning, with food, every day. Google me, you'll see why.
I'm ashwagandha. You're wired but exhausted. Anxious for no reason, cortisol through the roof. I lower your stress hormone, 2 capsules a day.
I'm magnesium. You wake up in the middle of the night and can't fall back asleep. Constant cramps.
That's me.
Stress for no reason. That's a lack of me. 400 milligrams before bed fixes it.
I'm probiotics. Your gut is a war zone right now. Bloating, discomfort, sluggish digestion, I fix it all.
I'm melatonin. You scroll your phone until midnight and then can't sleep. Stop. 0.5 milligram 1 hour before bed. I reset your internal clock. Deep sleep all night long. I'm zinc. You get sick so easily. I boost immunity, testosterone, and clear your skin. 1 pill a day. Start now. I'm creatine. I fuel your brain and your muscles at the same time. You train harder, think sharper, and recover faster. 5 grams a day. No excuses.
Now tell me, how many of these are you already taking? Comment below. I bet you take less than 3 and still wonder why you feel tired every day.
That's a good comment at the end there. How many of these do you take on a regular basis? I bet round about 3 and you still feel tired and everything. So all of this is available, right, without going to the gym, without running miles and doing whatever, the things that maybe some of us can't do anymore. We're just talking about what we put in, our normal food, maybe change the way we input it, add to it, will add to our lives. Interesting, eh? What have we got now? Now, some good alternatives. Are you ready?
French fries flood your body with unhealthy fats that raise bad cholesterol. Instead, eat baked sweet potatoes for fiber and heart-healthy nutrient. Cheeseburgers are loaded with saturated fat. Instead, try a grilled chicken sandwich for lean protein.
Easy to do.
Refined flour pizza spikes your blood sugar quickly. Instead, eat whole grain veggie pizza for slower energy release. Deep-fried chicken adds excess oil and calories.
KFC there.
Instead, choose grilled chicken for a healthier protein.
Look, what?
Instant noodles contain very high sodium. Instead, eat vegetable soup with whole grains. Soda dumps huge amounts of sugar into your
Big
body.
problem, this one.
Instead, drink lemon water or coconut water for natural hydration. Donuts spike blood sugar and crash your energy. Instead, eat fresh fruit with yogurt. Milkshakes combine sugar and saturated fat. Instead, try a banana smoothie for natural sweetness and potassium. Your body doesn't need perfect food, just smarter choices.
Finally found a page dedicated to life hacks. Follow Life Decoder AI for more original daily videos.
See, your body doesn't need smarter, but just smarter choices. So a lot of people think, well, to change my diet and change its habit, it's not. It's just giving a little bit of thought to what you put in and how what you put in can really determine how long you live, but more importantly, how enjoy your life. Look, none of us know what's around the corner. None of us. Okay? But I do know I've got a lot of friends that are no longer here. And if I can talk about people that are overweight, the lot, they're just not here. Okay? And lucky for whatever reasons, I've managed to get rid of most of it. Not all of it. Okay? But you can live a happier life. So here we go. So now, am I okay for another 10 minutes? I've got 4 hours left. Okay, here we go. Okay, stopping. It's another one.
What happens if you stop using your phone for 30 days? Day 1, you keep reaching for your phone, but it's suddenly gone.
Keep reaching for the phone.
Phantom vibrations hit, your brain still expects constant notifications. Day 3, boredom creeps in, time slows down and feels uncomfortable. Day 4, You notice surroundings more. Small details suddenly feel interesting again. Final result. After 30 days, you feel calmer, focused, and fully in control.
Interesting. Now, I've been there. I mentioned that when my phone broke. And it was a struggle. And then bit by bit, I'm riding my bike, not looking at the phone at every traffic light. Now I look around, there's people on the phone everywhere. Couples never talking to each other. People waking up. It's a rhetorical question. Don't want an answer. But how many of us wake up and the first thing we reach for is the phone? And do some scrolling and doing this and doing that. Or sit down with a coffee and scroll. All right? Got no idea what it's doing to us. Okay, but the moment you stop, you actually start seeing all the things that are around. And again, remind me, we're in Thailand now. There's so much around us that we can see, not on the bloody phone. So that's about stopping, right? So the final point, this is an interesting one as well. Final point with regards to alcohol.
When you drink rum over ice, it can give you liver failure. When you drink vodka over ice, it can give you kidney failure. When you drink whiskey over ice, it can give you heart problem. When you drink gin over ice, it can give brain problems. So apparently, the ice is really bad for you, so please warn all your friends now.
Got to have a bit of humour, okay? But it's true. Look, the whole message here is just have a look at what we're eating. You don't have to change dramatically. Just what we're eating and or how we're eating it. Is there something I can replace it with? You know? And so what we're doing here, how much time have I got? No, I'm not going. Yes? They don't think so. Okay. We'll have a look at the slippery slope between, relatively quickly, okay. Slippery slope with alcohol. We'll play this again.
A single sip of alcohol does
this
not
is
affect
one of the
only
biggest
your
problems
mind.
here, drinking.
It silently starts damaging your entire body. When alcohol is consumed, it passes through the mouth and stomach and quickly enters the bloodstream. Through the blood, alcohol spreads rapidly and within minutes reaches the brain, heart, liver, and kidneys. Alcohol slows down brain signals, reducing thinking ability, memory, and decision-making power. Alcohol can disturb heart rhythm and increase the risk of high blood pressure and heart disease. The liver filters toxins, but alcohol puts the heaviest burden on it. Long-term use can lead to serious liver damage. Alcohol irritates the stomach lining, causing nausea, vomiting, and digestive problems. Alcohol removes excess water from the body, leading to dehydration and increased pressure on the kidneys. Alcohol damage is often silent at first, but over time, it slowly weakens the body from inside. Alcohol may feel temporary, but its damage is long-term. True protection comes from awareness and smart choices.
Interesting, eh? And the biggest challenge you will have if ever you decide to stop drinking is the reaction from your friends and relatives. You say, well, I'll meet you in the bar. No, you can't meet in the bar because you don't drink. Or they say, go on, have one. Go on, have one. Go on, have one. That's the biggest, but it's all about smart choices. So that's alcohol. Now, look, that's the slippery slope. Okay? Starts off as a habit, moves over to dependency, then it moves on to addiction, which is where most addicts stop. But once they make the conscious decision to move out of addiction, however it takes, or however long it takes, or through whatever methods, you go into a healthy routine. Calm and proud, full, and I can control when or if I drink. And there's something about being in control that's important. So that's a slippery slope with regards to alcohol. Let's have a look at food. Again, same
30
message.
minutes after eating potato chips. The moment the salty chips touch your tongue, salt crystals begin dissolving instantly. Your brain reacts immediately.
So you don't have
releases
to have
dopamine,
put all any of this
feel-good
in.
chemical. You feel pleasure, and suddenly you want another chip and another. Now, the chips slide down your throat and land in your stomach because they are thin and highly processed. They break down very quickly. Within minutes, carbohydrates enter your bloodstream. Your blood sugar begins to rise. Your body responds fast. It releases insulin to move this energy into your cells. Your cells absorb the energy, but your body doesn't need all of it. Your body needs 80% of the energy. Your body needs 20% of the energy. Your body needs 80% of the energy. Your body needs 20% 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 of the energy. Your b The extra energy gets stored as fat. At the same time, something else is happening. The high amount of salt changes your body's balance. Salt pulls water out of your cells into your bloodstream. Now, your body needs more water to restore balance. You begin to feel thirsty. Meanwhile, your brain remembers the salty, crunchy pleasure. Cravings increase, not because your body needs energy, but because your brain wants that feeling again. Then, about 1 hour later, your energy begins to fall. Your blood sugar drops. You feel less energized, less satisfied, and surprisingly, ready to snack again, even though you already ate.
Interesting. Yeah, now I know this one because I used to drive from here up into Royette. And in the car, I'd have a big bag of chips, crisps, we call them. That would go. I'd stop at another one, get another bag of crisps, just feeding myself with this rubbish that really doesn't help the body. Okay, so here's the slippery slope. Again, habit. Eating for pleasure or comfort, pretty standard. Then moves into dependency to manage stress or emotions. Next step, addiction. Now we're stuck. Unless you put a switch here and make a conscious decision to alter what goes into your body. And then healthy routine. Look at this, intentional, mindful eating habits. Not become dramatic or a keep fit, whatever you call it, but just mindful about what we put in. It will change the way we live our lives, okay? And then what else we got? Okay, again, this one. Back to this one. These are the three top ones.
So you scroll again. Your prefrontal cortex shrinks. Your ability to focus decreases every day. Your dopamine receptors burn out. You need more to feel anything like addiction. This is your brain after years of scrolling. Permanent damage.
There's a few brains like that in this room. That was a joke, but also serious. Okay? And so here's the slippery slope. A little bit of habit, just casual dependency. It feels uncomfortable when you don't look at your phone. And again, I'm going to ask a rhetorical question. How many of us sit down and automatically pull our phone out wherever we are? And it feels uncomfortable when we don't do it. So we're moving now into addiction. Okay? Can't stop even though I want. And I think I've mentioned it before. I've got friends like that. I've got one friend who spends 15 hours a day on his phone. I don't know if you've ever put this little app on your phone that tells you how many hours you use the phone. I've got mine on. I've restricted it to, I've just moved it down to 4 hours. It was 5 hours. Okay. 15 hours a day on the phone. You work that one out. And he says, no, I'm not addicted. Bloody hell. Okay. So breaking addictions, very simple.
Why is it so hard to quit bad habits? Lying, cheating, drinking, late night decisions you know are wrong. Stop blaming willpower. Your brain repeats what you reward. Every time a behavior gives you relief, you strengthen that pathway. Dopamine doesn't care if it's toxic. It only cares that it felt good. Repeat it enough and it becomes automatic. A trigger, a reaction, a temporary escape. And now it feels like this is just who I am. But it's not your identity. It's conditioning. You're not stuck. You're trained. And what was trained can be retrained. But only if you take responsibility for breaking the loop.
Only if you take responsibility for breaking the loop. So many people have just trained themselves in the wrong way. And it's just a matter of breaking the loop. It's not that hard. Look at this. Just read them. There's no shame in beginning again. No shame. No shame saying, yeah, maybe I'm doing a little bit wrong. Maybe I can tweak something. Maybe I can change something. Look at the other one. Recovery is an acceptance that your life is a shambles. We're not talking about life as a shambles, but sometimes our habits and our addictions are not healthy. Look at this. Change the changeable. Everything we've spoken about here is changeable. Very easy. All right. And so breaking addictions, number one, acknowledging the issue. This is the challenge I had. Whatever addiction I've overcome, the major challenge was actually admitting, yep, got a problem. Once you admit it, now you can start sorting things out. So it often takes just a serious look at ourselves and what we're doing. The habits that we undergo, is it a habit or is it really an addiction? Once you decide it's an addiction or a habit, you're unhealthy, it's relatively easy to change once you get the right thought up here. So that's it. Seek professional help if necessary. I know a couple of European consultants here that spend all their time consulting other Europeans that have got problems. Okay? Loneliness, whatever it is, all the problems that people face. So seek help if necessary. Develop coping mechanisms, right? Very easy, okay? Avoid the triggers, whatever they are, okay? Build a support system, which is things like Alcoholics Anonymous. I only ever went there once. I walked away. God, what a shambles there. Okay, all people suffering. Oh, poor me, poor me, poor me. Instead of going out and doing something, okay? Be patient and persistent. So, the benefits. Once we decide that something, what we're doing, is not right for us, all right? Not right for us to live our life to the full, however long that's going to be, or whatever we consider living our life to the full to be. It doesn't matter what it is, okay? Number one, we get improved health and well-being. No question of it. The health changes. A lot of the issues, the health issues we have, disappear. Not necessarily overnight, but disappear because of what we put in is different and healthier, okay? Better relationships, okay? Look, if people need to care for us all the while, it's a problem for carers as well. I know we spoke about, non-carers, but it's a problem. We put pressure on other people to look after us because of our bad habits. So that's a possibility. We've got enhanced self-control, financial stability, personal growth, rediscovering passions. All of a sudden, a whole new world can open up. There's all these new things. We're talking about AI. There's all these new things around. Unless we don't have the passion or the ability or the physical capability to stand up or the mental capability to stand up and look, we're going to get left behind. So all of that is there. So, in summary, just read some of that. Break bad habits, build good habits. It's not that hard. The main thing is actually looking internally. What am I doing on a regular basis? Is it a habit? Am I happy with it? And can I change it? Or more importantly, am I addicted? Be honest and truthful with ourselves. Takes a little bit more work, but make a conscious decision. Your habits will determine your future. There's no idea. People do not decide on the future. Look at this one. They decide on their habits, and their habits decide their future. That really is the total message of the day. And the main thing I found is this. Let me just go here. Okay. The real battle isn't addiction. This is what I found. The main battle is being comfortable with you, being comfortable in your own body. When somebody is uncomfortable with themselves, they lose compensation. Is that right? Maybe going out to bars every night drinking, maybe going out having sex every time, maybe eating, right? These are just compensations. But once you are totally comfortable with yourself, with what you've achieved, very easy. And this is it. This is my last message from me. My message. Once you're there, all's okay. Done. That's it. Finished.
Q&A. Question and answers. I told you his PowerPoints are unbelievably fantastic.
Thank you, Ron. Yesterday I told you I've seen your movie.
I know.
And here there was the writing, and I, as a German, need the writing because I cannot understand every word.
I'll send it to you. I'll do it, Uli.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, thank you, Uli.
Hello, Ron. As usual, very good instruction, but I have one problem with all these good ideas because I'd like to adopt them. and carry them through. The only problem I have is my Thai wife.
Everybody's nodded. Everybody's nodded. That's called identification. Everybody knows the feeling. Okay. All right, that's it. That'll do. Oh, yeah, okay.
As a fellow phone addict, can you give us some suggestions on how to wean ourselves off spending so much time on our phones?
Oh, mate, just break it. Break the phone. That's what happened to me. I tried. You know, I mean, I ran through on a previous talk. One of the things people get their phones out and put it on the table. You go out for dinner, you put the phones on the table, you have a meeting. Don't do that. Keep it in your pocket. Lock it away. All right? Just do your best. Lock the thing away. You'll be surprised. Okay, that's all I can say, mate. What happened to me, my phone broke. And I did my best to fix it, right? And it broke. And it was in the shop for a couple of days. You feel it. You keep searching for it, and then bit by bit you can overcome it. So let me have your phone. I can stand on it after, okay? No problem.
Only small charge. By the way, just as a metaphor for that, I was in Espresso Love coffee shop, very good. I've trained them to make a cocoa frappe with no sugar in. And anyway, so there's three of us, and we were all having a nice conversation. Next to us, there were like three Japanese, I think they were Japanese guys. We were there for about 40 minutes. These Japanese guys never said a word to each other. They were like this the whole time. So one of the things is there must be something better in life than just mindlessly scrolling on your phone, right? There's got to be more to life than that.
Okay, I mean, if ever I'm with people, and I mean, I've got what helps me a little bit is my watch. Okay, because the messages come up on the watch so I can have a sneaky look, all right? Because we've all got things that happen. But if I have to use my phone, I always say, is it okay if I just look at my phone? I always ask for permission, right? You know, it just makes me feel better rather than just putting it out and scrolling and Okay, but the main one is in the morning. Leave the phone alone in the morning. Do it step by step. Talking about step by step, give me your phone and I will step by step on it, okay? No problem. All right. That's it. Jesus Christ, just give me a clap. Bloody hell. Okay. Thank you very much.
Just one thing I will share. If you do change your supplements or you take something, you might like to just check if there's some contraindication. So, for instance, creatine is really good for you, but not if you have a dodgy kidney like my left kidney, because it strains the kidney, and I started taking creatine. Oh, it's so wonderful for you. My left kidney started to ache. I Googled the symptoms, and sure enough, contraindicated for certain things. So anytime you're changing your diet or taking medication, you want to do the research. Fortunately, we've got the web here. I mean, it might mean getting on your phone, but you can check what the side effects and contraindications can be, and you should do that, definitely. But one thing I definitely say to you that you don't have to check, you never have to check what Ron's giving a talk on. It'll always be amazing. And
thank you.
So big round of applause for Ron, Cartey. Small token of our appreciation. Now, just quickly, before you go, tell us all, fill us in some of the activities that you organise, such as pickleball and everything.
Okay, well, I set up something called the Ageless Warriors, okay, which is really for ageless warriors.
Is there a Facebook page for it?
No, but if somebody can help me do that, I'll do that, okay. But the Ageless Warriors, we play beach tennis, 9 o'clock on Thursday morning on Dongtan Beach. The oldest man that joins us is 89. He comes out, he stands on the beach, and he goes like that. Sometimes the ball hits the bat, more often it doesn't. When it hits the bat, we give him a cheer. If the ball goes that way, he gets a bigger cheer. More often, if he hits it, it goes that way. But feel free to come along and have a look. Right? 9 o'clock, near the patio water park, come along. We have maybe 15 or 30 people turn up. It's nice and gentle. So that's Thursday mornings. We have pickleball on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturday. We have racquetball Monday and Wednesday. Saturday and Sunday is called collops. You know collops? Which is a nice way of saying collapse. Right? Nothing else happens then, okay? So if we go out and do something without going crazy. So come and see me about joining the Ageless Warriors, and we will open up a face page, because suddenly there's all these little videos going up dedicated to Ageless Warriors with this incredible singer, right, delivering it.
Yeah, no, really, I mean, if you're sitting at home and you're just on your phone or whatever, really go and think about getting involved in pickleball. Who doesn't know what pickleball is? Everybody? Yeah, have a look at it online. It's interesting. Yeah. Just describe it for us. It's an evolution from tennis, as it were. It doesn't involve a massive amount of running, okay? It involves tactics and subtlety and all sorts of things.
Well, yeah, but look, pickleball, the reason it's going worldwide is because anybody can do it, okay? You always play double, so there's no running around. It's nice and gentle. There's it's like a small tennis court. Okay, and then bit by bit, people get better and better and better, you know. But initially, it's so easy, just boop, 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 boop. But it's something to do.
So really. Where are you doing the pickleball? Isn't it?
A couple of places. Soy 6 in Panache. There's a pickleball court there. We also go to. I'm trying to think where it is. And on Second Road, there's a Skyline pickleball there. But there's loads of pickleball around. Okay, it's worth going along. Look, my thing is, go along, have a look. If you want to have a go, have a go. If you don't, you don't. I mean, this beach tennis, I was talking this morning, you know, to some people. They were saying, well, I'm not quite sure. I said, bloody hell, just come along, have a look. If you want to join in, fine. If you don't, it doesn't matter.
And what's the exorbitant cost of joining in pickleball?
Well, beach tennis is like usually $2,000 per morning, right? But because you know me, you can come in for free. All right, thank you. Pickleball, it depends on what court you use, okay? Yeah, it depends how many people share the court, you know, but it's cheap. Now, paddleball, I found, paddleball's expensive. There's paddleboard here as well. Paddleboard is like pickleball in squash, but that's expensive. Pardon? Is it paddle tennis? I knew that. I just wanted some involvement, and really, no, thank you for that, okay. But yeah, so there's lots of activities there. Okay.
All righty. Well, somebody will have to put their hand up to do your Facebook page for all those things. Yeah. But we can at least give you a certificate, if not a Facebook page.
Thank you very much. Okay, one more clap, please. See you later.